Good morning students. Welcome to Computer Graphics and Multimedia Lab class. On today's class, we will be discuss about the rest of the topic of Photoshop. So let's start with Photoshop. How to use the layers and the history palette and how to print your document. So before going to discuss about layer and history palette, so basic idea of layer is what is layer? Layer is used to perform tasks such as compositing multiple images, adding text to an image, or adding vector graphic set. It means we can think of layers as transparent pan of glass stacked on top of one another, which allows different parts of each layer to show through. There are several types of layers you will use in Photoshop, and they fall into two main categories. One is your content layer. These layers contains different types of content like photograph, text and shapes. And second one is your adjustment layer. These layers allow you to apply adjustment to the layers like saturation or brightness. So when using layers, it may be helpful to turn individual layers on and off to see how they affect the image. We can do this by clicking the eye icon next to each layer name, and we can view, create and edit the layers with the layers panels, which is at the right side of your screen. This will generally be found in the lower right corner of the screen. Okay, and how to open from your menu, that is your click in window and click in layer to make sure it is turned on. So to create a new layer, the procedure is click the new layer button near the lower right corner of the layer panel. The new layer will display in the layer panel, or click on layer option, new, then layer. If you want to draw on an image with the brush tool, you could create a new layer and then draw on that layer. Okay. For example, create 3 new layers which contains background image, single photo and text also. And now change the opacity and fill percentage and check the output, how it became transparent manner it should be displayed. Okay. So history palette means what? The history palette has multiple uses. Without the history palette, Photoshop would have only one undo. The history palette contains the last 20 changes to your image. Okay, each time you change the image, a new state is added to the history palette. So the procedure is open an image in Photoshop, that is your click in file and click in open. Okay, open the history palette by clicking on the history icon or by choosing from window and click in history. The top line of palette contains a thumbnail of the image and is a snapshot of the starting image. Second line indicates the last step of open. Okay, then choose the image size and set the size to 50% for width and height also. After that you have to press the OK. Choose filter gallery. In the option panel, open the artistic section and select palette knife. Adjust the setting as desired, then click OK to apply your changes. Take a look at the history palette. Each of the steps you just complete are listed in the palette, and click the icon for history step to undo and redo the changes. At any point you can take a snapshot of the current progress by choosing new snapshot from the palette pull down menu. Okay. Then the next one is your how to print the document. Same procedure is there. Click on file and click on print. Then next question is your procedure to remove and adding background images. Means what is the procedure to add a new image in the background and to remove it also. Okay. So for removing, select the background area by image wand tools, which is available on your toolbox. Click in the remove area. If more than one area you want to remove, then select it by pressing shift then left click. Okay. Now the area is highlighted. Then you have to press the del key from the keyboard to delete that one. Now the selected area is removed. Okay. Now what is the procedure to adding? Select any new foreground color. Fill the deleted area by using the paint bucket tool or by gradient tool or by copy the background from other image also. Now next one is your what is the procedure to convert your color photo to black and white. Okay. So open the photo you want to convert, then choose the image, then click in mode, then click in grayscale. Now when asked if you want to discard color info, click OK. So Photoshop convert the color images to black and white, and this one is nothing but called your grayscale image. Okay. So you may choose this option or you may choose image adjustment and desaturate also. Now the next one is how to create a passport size images. Means if you are having one image and if you want to create lots of passport size image, what is the procedure here will be discussed. So first it asks you open the image file, click in open the image file means which image file you want to make as passport. Okay. So first is open the image file, click in image, image size, set the width and height as 5 and the resolution as 300. You can decrease the resolution also, no problem. 200 can be set here only. Then change the pixel to inches. Okay. And only select the resample image option, then click on OK. Means see, this is the option. Width as 5, here the 72 is there. You may write 100, 200, depend upon the quality. Resolution can be set. Okay. And here this option should be clicked, resample image. Then you have to click on OK. Clear? Then click in file, new. In preset size, set the paper size as A4. Then OK. Drag the image from the image file to new file by move tool. Then select the image from new file. Press Alt key plus left mouse button. Drag and now see number of new images should be displayed on your A4 size paper. Means you have to repeat this process to copy by pressing the Alt key and left mouse button. Okay. So after preparing all the images as a passport size photo, you have to save that file. To save the image file as something.jpeg format. Okay. So like such a manner your passport size images is prepared inside a A4 size paper. Okay. So you have to take the printout and cut it also. Now after preparing the passport size photo, if you want to change the eye color and the hair color, what is the procedure is there. So next question it asks you how to change the eye and hair color. So create a new file, paste the image for changing the hair color, zoom the image, select the changing area by using the lasso tool. Click in layer, then click in new layer adjustment. Then the hues and saturation option is there. Then you have to click in colorized, and you can set as hue as 9 and saturation as 45. Then click in OK. So like such a manner your hair color becomes change. So if you want to change the eye color, same procedure is there. Means like this way you can change the eye color also. Now the next one is how to make a GIF file. So for preparing a GIF file, open an image file, click in layer, make a duplicate copy of that layer. So for creating duplicate copy, you have to click in where? Click on your layer name and make a duplicate copy. Okay. Then change the name of your layer. As it is written new copy. Here I am writing the layer name as new copy. So select it in layer panel. Click in unlock option from your layer panel. Then second one is maximize the image by scrolling the mouse above of the image. So first you have to maximize it, then scroll the mouse to maximize or zooming it. Okay. So which file you want to maximize? That new copy layer you have to maximize. Then click in smudge tool, drag it above of the eye to make close eyes. Okay. Then click is image ready option on toolbar, or you have to press the shortcut key, that is Ctrl Shift plus M. Okay. Then maximize the close eye photo. Then select the background layer, that is your layer number 1. Of the display, click in eye symbol. Of the display means click in eye symbol in duplicate layer. That name is your new copy from your layer panel. So next is click in duplicate current frame option from image ready below panel. Okay. Means you have to click on duplicate current frame. It is present where? Inside your image ready below panel. Okay. Now another image is displayed in the image ready panel. Okay. Then click in eye symbol of new copy layer, that is indicator layer visibility from layer panel. Then you have to change the time. So for change the time second to 0.2. Okay. For the 2 images also, because you are having 2 images, you may add 3 or 4 images depend upon your graphics format. Then after changing you have to play it to check whether the GIF file is prepared or not. So click in play option, that is called run option. Then you have to stop it by clicking on your stop button. Okay. Then drop file. As per my example, I am using these 2. You may use 2 to 3 also. Scenery, your photo and raindrop also. Okay. So download these images. Then select the scenery file. Move to the new file, that is on your first layer. Okay. Then select the raindrop image file and move to the again that same new file. So as this is placed above of the old scenery, means it is placed in layer number 2. So on your layer number 1 scenery is there, and on your layer number 2 the raindrop are there. Now check the image in layer panel, how it looks like. Okay, that is available just right side of your screen. Then select the raindrop file, change the opacity and fill the option. Okay, so let's see in Photoshop. Now the first option is to create new layer. So this is the Photoshop area. Now see here the layer panel is there, history panel is display. If it is closed, click on window and you can make it on from this option also. History, layer, status bar, these are the options are open. Okay. Now go for new, file, new, then click on OK. You can change any background. Okay. Now this one is display. Okay. So I have to use lots of layer. Now lots of layer, how you are able to use? Suppose I am using the brush tool. As this one is pencil tool, click, right click here only. The brush is there, pencil is there. I am selecting the brush tool. Okay. Suppose here I am writing the text. By using my brush tool, I am writing this text. Okay. Now this is on your layer number 1. Now go for the next layer. So how you are able to insert the new layer? Click on layer and click on new, then layer. The layer number 1 is display. This one is your background. Layer number 1, then click on OK. Second layer is coming. Now see, layer number 1. So here I am changing the color. Okay. Now again I am changing the layer, new layer, then layer. Or here also you can create a new layer also by these options. Layer number 2. You can change the layer name also. Okay. So again I am changing the color. Clear? Okay. Now see, these are the indicator layer visibility. So now as this one is selected means you are active in layer number 2. If I click it, so layer number 2 becomes invisible. If I click in layer number 1, this one is invisible. Okay. So again if you click it, this one is visible. You can switch in between these options, but as per this indicator you can visualize the layer number. So if I click this one, layer number 1, my K is display because K is written on your layer number 1. Okay. Now make some design. Suppose on my layer number, I mean background, double click this one, layer number 0 is there. Okay. Now this is the style. See. Now see what output is display if I click in drop shadow. Okay. Angle is there, multiple color is there, inner shadow is there, outer shadow is there. Okay, click in OK. That is applied to layer number 1. Then I am moving to layer number 2. Again double click. Now see, here you have to click one by one option and check what output it should display. Okay. Texture is there. Satin. Then opacity is there. You can change the opacity. blend mode is there. This is the pattern overlay. Predefined patterns are there. Now see, I am selecting different pattern. My output is different. Okay. Now see, next one is your history panel. So on your history panel, it asks you last 20 changes should be displayed. Now see here, different whatever the actions I made into my object, it is assigned here only. Brush tool, then I am moving to new layer, then I am clicking in brush tool. So whatever the actions are made by me, that is inside your history panel. Okay. So next is how to remove and add the background image area. So suppose already this is the scenery picture is there. I want to remove this area or any selective area. So your procedure is you have to choose the magic wand tools. So this one is your magic wand tools. You have to select it and select the specified area where you want to delete it. Now for more selection, hold down the shift key and click. Okay. Suppose this much of area is selected and I want to remove this. So as you have selected this one, press the delete key from the keyboard. Okay, the area is removed. So the first one is how to remove the background area. So this is the procedure. Now how you are able to add the new effect or new color to that specific area. So for that you can put the solid color also. Suppose I am selecting this color, select the paint bucket tool, now see here I am using the gradient tool or go for the paint bucket tool, select this color and apply here. Okay, like such a manner you are able to apply the color, or go for gradient tools. Here the formats are there. Then simple drag. Now see, this is the new style. Or from any existing image you can select any area and cut it and paste it also here. Otherwise copy from that image and paste here only. Okay. Now next is convert the color photo to black and white. The procedure is image, mode, then grayscale is there. Okay. Discard color info. Yes. Okay. Now it's display in black and white. Or the next step is image, adjustment and desaturate. Image, adjustment and your desaturate. Now see, this is the converting your color photos or image to black and white. next is your how to create a passport size image. So first you have to open the image file. As already I have opened this image file, okay, and you have to mention the image size. So how to mention? Go for image, then click in image size, and you have to first change the centimeter to inches. Click in this place and inches, and specify the height and width as 5 by 5 and the resolution as 200/300. Okay, it may be anything. So here I am specifying the width as 5 and height as 5, resolution as I am writing 300. Okay, and be remember this option should be selected, resample image. If this one is activated, make it off, then okay. Now this is the image size of Dhoni photograph. Now you have to open a new file with A4 size paper. So go for file, new, here only. Preset size as custom is there. Click here and select the A4 size. Okay. Now no need of changing anything here only. As it is is there, no problem. Okay. This is the A4 size paper. Now it asks you to move this picture and place it here. So you have to select the move tool, drag this object and place it here. Okay, see, one object is displayed. So how to make more than one object? Hold down the Alt key and simple drag. Okay, so like such a manner you are able to prepare passport size photograph. Then you can take the printout of this page and cut it just like your passport size. Clear? Now next is how to change the hair color or eyes color. So first you open the file. Now maximize it. Now for zooming, scroll the mouse. Okay. Now select the area to change the color. So for selecting the area, here the lasso tool is there. You can choose any type of lasso tool. So as I am selecting the magnetic lasso tool, over, this one is selected. Now go for layer, click in new adjustment layer, then hue or saturation is there. So click here. Now this is the option, dialog box is display on your screen. Click in OK. Now be remember, click on polarized. Okay, click it, then change it. So as I am specifying the hue to 9, you can scroll here only, or directly you can specify the number. And as per saturation, I am writing 45. Now this is the new color. Okay. Now click OK. Now see, the hair color became changed to different style. So like the same procedure, you can select the eyeball, okay, and change it by this hue and saturation options. So next is your open your existing photo file, that is for making a GIF file. So how you are able to make a GIF file? So first procedure is click in layer and click in duplicate layer and change the name to anything. As for our example, change the name to new copy. So click in layer, click in duplicate layer. Here you have to specify the name as new copy. Okay. Now select it in layer panel and click in unlock option. So layer panel is there, new copy is there, and lock. Now this one is unlock. Okay. If you click it, this one is lock. If you click this one is unlock. So this one is right now in unlock format. Okay. So now maximize the image. Click here to maximize. Then scroll the mouse above the image because you have to maximize it. Over. That is called zooming. So click it, smokes tool. Here this one is the smokes tool. If you right click, blur, sharpen, these are the options are there. I am selecting this one. Now erase the eyes. Okay, so I am erasing by dragging this one. Okay, so if you want to change the pointer size, then right click here and change the pointer size also. Now see, here I am totally close the eye. Okay, you can change the pointer size also. Now see, if I right click, now this is the size 19 px is there, you can increase this also. Now click in image ready option, otherwise you can press Ctrl Shift and M for maximize the close eyes photo. Okay. Then maximize it. Over. Now select the background layer, that is layer number 1. As this one is selected, then off the display means click in eye symbol. So you can make it off also. Okay. Of the display, click in eye symbol in duplicate layer, that is new copy from your layer panel. So make it off this one. Then click in duplicate current from. So duplicate current frame is there. Here the duplicate current frame is there. That is available inside your image ready panel. Click here. Another duplicate image is display. Click the eye symbol of new copy layer. Eye symbol of new copy layer. Okay. That is indicator layer. Now change the time period. Here the 0 second is there. Change to 0.2. Here also change to 0.2. Okay. Now after changing, see the effect. Simple, you have to run it or play it. Now see, this is the output. And this total file becomes one GIF file. Okay. So see, as I have opened these two files, one is scenery, another one is your render file. Okay. It looks like falling rain. Now create a new file. Go for file, new, Now you can specify the size also. Okay, it's too small, you can increase the size. Size. Now go for this picture. Okay. So for selection of area, you select copy, you can increase the size also. Free transform tool is there. Okay. Now go for render. Okay, two images are there. Now check the layer panel. Here the layer 2, layer 1 is there. Okay, all are displayed. Here the opacity and fill option is there. As this layer 2 is activated, change the the fill option is there. You can change the fill. Means your color is become light. Okay. Now as per opacity. Make it off this one. See the effect. Okay, like such a manner I am using the two images. You may write the text also, or you may use your image also, because the scenery is there, your photo should be there, and falling rain should be displayed with the use of opacity and